wasn't contacting them, off of when, I never contacted them personally. So if Benny really does have any contact with an old mod of mine or something, like, it's not like they don't have any information on me so yeah, I'm wondering if this was taken from Benny's live he did the other day. So yeah, what about the boys saying they were playing hide and seek? Did Candus ever tell you anything like that the boys were playing hide and seek that day?
No.
Because that came out on, that was something that was told to Chris McDonough.
To her, from her?
He said on a live, it was on Web Sleuth's live, that the boys that he knows from a law enforcement agency, the boys said that they were playing hide and seek that day. So somewhere, Chris got it from some type of law enforcement or something. Oh, Prayer Garden's in the chat right now.
Apparently, I can't see her, but apparently so.
Hey, Prayer Garden, are you not wanting to show anything anymore, or?
I'll let you know if she...
Because people were really looking forward to what you were going to show, and I just didn't want it. Just dang it, there was a question I was scrolling up for some reason, but I hope they were just playing, but Levin and Emre need help. I don't watch Benny.
I don't watch Benny either.
Oh, so you heard the Rogue Mod. Where did you hear the Rogue Mod thing? Thank you so much, though, Aussie. That was really nice. You didn't have to send another super chat to tell me something, but I appreciate it. Well, I can have PG Prayer Garden. Do you, Jenna? Are you?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm very respectful.
Prayer Garden, do you want to come up here? If you want to come up here, like, you're welcome to come up here, but just Prayer Garden. So, because if she wants to, I was just hoping that she would have shared some of her. Let's go back to, have some more screenshots ready.
Oh, she says yes.
Okay. Well, this link is just for Prayer Garden. And I have to really pee really badly. I drink way too many. So here's a link for Prayer Garden. As long as, we can try to keep Prayer Garden, don't, let's try to be respectful towards each other, but.
I will. I mean,
no. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
the comment section.
Yeah. Okay. So here's some more. Okay. It says, Prayer Garden, it says right now that its devices are not connected. It says, so it won't let me have you up yet, guys. It's saying devices not. Okay. There you go. Hey, thanks for coming on. Are you not going to show anything? Oops. Is it echoing? Are you not going to show I'm going to block, or I'm going to not block her, mute her.
I think YouTube. I think it, Prayer Garden, if you've got YouTube on in the background, you might just need to close the...
Yeah, I muted her for just a second, just to hopefully get her to... I think it's handled now. Yeah. You guys, I promise you that Prayer Garden is not disguising her voice or a man using a voice changer. Can seen so many crazy theories.
Oh my God.
So, hey, can you tell people, I just want to ask about the stuff that you were going to show. It kind of,
I needed to take today off. I had to go talk to someone, and when I talked with them, I talked about what's been going on. And they said that, I need to run what I'm putting on your show by TBI first because it could hurt the investigation if I don't, and so forth. I've been being threatened by Benny Keys, as you guys know. I have been threatened by Donald. I got phone calls threatening my children and everything else. I'm sorry, but
Thank you, Pete Phoenix. I know it's just bad timing.
I hit you up today and let you know, what was going on.
I know. I did read that email to everybody because I figured you'd want.
Precisely. And then I get a phone call a few minutes ago, and it's like, whoa, you're being bashed. You're being bashed on that Ziggy show. And I'm like, what? And
we
then
said,
I
wouldn't say bashed. Bashed. I would say that
for one, I heard there was some statements put out there on the thing. I had to go back and try to read over them real quick. Which yes, those those are emails or not through chat, Facebook chat, whatever with Candus. And as you guys see there, I told her, I don't want your husband. I don't want nothing to do with your damn husband. And I also told her she needs to get her house clean. She needs to get her house in order, get her kids back. I was trying to initiate these people. I was being good to these people. You know what I'm saying? And for, me to, all of a sudden, I think Prayer Garden might be embarrassed, to say I'm going to tell you something. If I like
I did say that.
Donald Wells, I would have Donald Wells if I wanted Donald Wells. But I don't want him. I'm sorry. But
why was okay?
I have put a full day through hell. I put 16 hours in trying to, get everybody's eyes open to what happened up on 110 Bid Hill Road. And I'm all about Summer, 100% Summer. I don't give a flying fuck about Donald Wells or his fucking wife. What I do care about is they done something to that little girl up there. I want to know what the hell it was, and I want them put in jail for doing it. And this lady sitting on there, woman, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. No, I came up.
Hey, we were gonna be.
I'm not.
Hey,
what, Ziggy, I want to come back on your show because you know what? I need to get this stuff out there, and that's all I want to do. It's just what information I have, I want. And I also, tomorrow I'm going to play something for y'all. I heard a little girl, Donald sent me something, and it sounds like a little girl screamed. A little girl screamed. Who the hell's that little girl? Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to go see if I can pull that up right now.
No. I did it. I said
play that for you.
I said, okay, that's cool. I just said that I said I was wondering if maybe there was some type of inappropriate emotional thing that maybe you got.
I can understand. I can understand how. I did like him and Candus. I didn't know they were such snakes until they started laughing about what they did to poor Mary. I didn't know people could do such horrible things. Didn't you hear them? Did you not listen to what Mary played and the way she cried and the way she acted? She acted like she was more hurt over them taking Donald than she ever did about her daughter. Does that not tell you guys something? And that lady on there is sticking behind Candus. You are her friend. She sent you up here to try to cause problems. And I'm going to tell you something, lady. You can take it on down the fucking road. That's what you can do. I don't care.
Can I talk for a moment?
I'm sorry, Ziggy. I'm sorry. I have nothing for you. You still like Candus. You were talking to her. You're still talking to her. I'll
just mute her for 1 second. Hey, Twitty C, thank you so much. If Jenna, if you want to respond, I just wanted Prayer Garden to come up. I was hoping that we could all be respectful towards.
No, it's fine because she dislikes me. It's okay. I'm not mad at her. I ain't.
Thank you, Twitty, for the $1.99 super.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want Don. And I don't want Candus. What I want is this baby found. I mean,
Here, let me see what she's saying.
I think we just need to be respectful of each other and we don't need to shout at anybody. Just we all.
I mean, I'm trying to talk to her. She's sitting here cussing me out, but it's all good.
I don't think you even said anything really that bad about.
I didn't say nothing.
Maybe
I didn't even say
more
nothing to her.
me, I guess. If you want to
If
be
anything,
mad,
it was me. If anything, it was me just questioning.
No.
If anything had gone on, that was
It
all.
It was me. I was questioning if, like, possibly, like, she got a little too close to Dawn. I was wondering because the only reason why, per Garnet, I was questioning it is because you admitted that everything else was true. But the only thing you weren't admitting to was Dawn coming in and moving into with you.
There ain't no truth to it. There is no truth to it. And what that lady put up there tonight, can't you guys read? Can you not read? Or, I mean, are you reading it, but you're not understanding it? I don't understand.
I thought that your message,
I plainly put on there, I do not want your stinking husband. You and your husband are one. You are alike. You are exactly alike. You know, one of you is no better than the other. Quit worrying about somebody wanting your stinking husband because nobody does. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And Candus has a problem because her and Donald and some of those little friends like they got up there right now hanging around. Candus had her little girlfriend hanging around. And you know what Donald did? They go upstairs of the house and Donald bangs the girlfriend. And then that Candus has a big problem with it. I don't even want to hear it.
Are you talking about Dale?
Who's the girlfriend? Who are you saying that Donna or wait, what?
Am I muted?
No, you're there. You're on.
Are you talking about Dale?
I don't know if are you cutting out or something? We can't hear you at all, Per Garden.
Who?
Huh?
Somebody was telling me
now. We hear you now.
You know, here's the thing. I don't want nothing to do with Donald Wells at all. What I do want is to find Summer. And and all I wanted was to get the truth out there. And, I'm not going to listen to somebody, it's like having, somebody, you have your second story window open and they pull up and they got, and they just want, they didn't mean to pull up there, but you got 10-foot ladder to climb up to your window with. Come on. This lady shows up yesterday. Oh, in the chat, she didn't plan on coming up. But she came up with a bunch of shit in her pocket. Please.
No, I didn't. Hold up. I didn't come up with no shit in my pocket. I came up with the truth.
Let's not be rude.
Oh, no. Why?
Why?
Yeah, you did come up with the truth. Her and her old man.
I don't think
me trying to be their friend at one particular time. I was being good to that family, and and then what did they do? What did Candus and Dawn do? They showed us the people that were up there, giving them the benefit of the doubt. What did they show us? They show us that they are snakes, that they're freaking liars, that we couldn't trust them, and only the smart ones got out of it.
So you've been there
on the hill. I ain't never been there.
Okay, well, you said you was up there.
Lady, I didn't say I was up there at all. I said we were supporting. I said we were supporting them up there. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're hearing what you want to.
No, what I'm hearing you saying is you're cussing me out for no reason.
Don't twist my words. I got plenty of reason. You're standing there backing a freaking two people. You're standing there backing two people that did something to this little girl. In my opinion, they done something to their daughter. Everybody knows it. I know it. And we all know it. And you freaking know it too. You know it. And
she did say she thinks that. What was your theory, Jenna, again, that possible? I mean, you think that they both know?
I think they all know. I think they all know what happened to Summer. So who's taking up for who?
And I just muted her for a second because I just want to say The only thing that the only thing that I guess you would say that Jenna said that would be negative is that there was some type of emotional, inappropriate relationship going on.
And I'm sorry that she got offensive about that, but it's the truth.
That's it. There was nothing else. There you're unmuted, Prairie Garden. Sorry.
Yeah, and that is a good question. Why ain't Candace blowing up your phone? You know, when I was on there talking,
Candace knows that she's on right now.
Candace knows I'm live right now.
Oh yeah, she knows you're live, and I'm gonna tell you.
I told her.
And I'm gonna tell you something about Donald and Candace. Just like me and Mary was getting blowed up the other night and wanting to bother us and get us all off of concentration. Nobody seems to be calling you. Nobody seems to be blowing you up. Where is Candace and Donald at telling you that calling you names and threatening your family and doing everything? Because that's what they do, but they're not doing it to you.
I'm not trying to have sex with Don. I'm not trying to have sex with Candace. You know,
Donald's blowing me up right now, calling me names, saying trash to me on my phone, but they ain't doing nothing to you. Okay, right. Don't go there because I know they're not. I know they're not because you're still their little buddy. So you know something, Ziggy, like I said, you know, I do want to finish getting everything out to help, you know, TBI, to help anybody, maybe pull more people in here that, you know, may tell something and want to come forward because I am. And I do not care. You know, I was on here for over 16 hours. I took the day off. You know, I took the day off to talk to my lawyer. I took the day off to talk to some other people. I took the day off because also I had to sit and get my freaking BMW fixed and everything else. I've got a life fucking too. You know, I've got a life around here. And
man, why are you so angry?
Why are you not? Why are you not when you know this little girl is missing? Everybody's looking for her. Everybody's trying to find her. You still got a smile on your face. And her stinking mom is in.
No, I'm not smiling. I'm smiling at you because you're being very ignorant right now.
Okay, I'm muting her just 1 second. Guys, the only thing that Jenna has said that would be negative, I guess, is that there was that Candace did not want you speaking to her husband, and she was starting. Don was telling Candace that he was leaving her for you, Prayer Garden. That's the only thing that Jenna has said. There's nothing else to be upset about. Is that what you were upset about? Is just that? So is everything else true except just that?
What do you mean everything else is true?
Well, no. What I mean, as far as everything else true, I'm not turning on you. I don't want you to think I'm turning on you. I'm not. I'm just questioning that maybe that there was maybe you did get a little too close to Dawn, and
nobody got close to Dawn.
Was Candace telling you to stop talking to her husband?
As you seen right there, as you see me right there in the one of the statements that you put up. Did I not say, Candace, if you don't want me coming around talking to you guys anymore or have anything to do with you, say it and I'm gone.
Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you. Sorry.
And that's where Candace started blowing me up with the things you seen on there where it said, this is Candace, and 45 minutes of talking to Candace. And then Candace started talking to me and crying all the time and looking for, Candace started calling me after that. You know, Candace I done told you she's bipolar. She's bipolar. And you know what? Candace knew that I wanted nothing to do with her stinking husband. Donald was never leaving Candace for anybody. I mean, where you guys are coming off with this, I don't even know. As I told you, my old man died with cancer. I love my husband. Yeah. I don't want anybody else. And you know what? That's just the way it is. And if I did, it was going to be Donald Wells.
You coming in?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I'm not used to all this drama. I don't.
It is drama. I'm sorry, but it is. And it really is about this little girl's summer. It shouldn't be about all of this other stuff. It shouldn't be about, if somebody likes Donald or they're wanting to see Donald or anything like that. It should be strictly about this little girl. Everything's been getting veered off of the main topic and
So Prayer Garden, let me ask. let me ask you point blank. Is there going to be any type of evidence come out that Dawn was going to be moving in with you? Is there any type of evidence that could come out that could be shown to the contrary of what you're saying? I just want to ask you, I'm just going to ask you point blank, and I'm not going to beat around the bush about it. I have you muted right now because I want to ask you this. Is there going to be any evidence that comes out that Dawn was going to move in with you? I'll unmute. Oh, sorry. There you go.
Other than the picture of the backside of my ass that I'm about to send Don Wells for him to kiss his wife too, absolutely, positively no.
Thank you so much, Ion Crime. Thank you so much. So do you think that possibly Candus just was afraid there was, and that's why she was saying that?
No, he told her.
I have no idea what's going on in those.
Don never said to you that he was going to move in with you and take care of you.
Absolutely, positively not. Absolutely, positively.
I have to admit, I thought it was absolutely ridiculous at first too. But
I'm going to tell you right now, hell no. A woman of my stature would not even wipe her ass on none of that.
I wouldn't think any woman of any stature would, but
sorry, let me just give
the F-bombs are being thrown without thinking. Careful sometimes what you got. A bomb might might boomerang. Stay gold, Ziggy. Thank you so much, Heidi. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, all you guys. Seriously, Heidi, Iron Crime, Phoenix, Twitty C. Twitty C says you were played again. I don't know what that means. But thank you so much, Twitty C. Well, sometimes there's no way to ask a question and just, beating around the bush sometimes just doesn't do it. And I just had to ask because, if Ziggy, oh my God, it's Ziggy. If Dawn and Candus are listening to this right now, and if there's any type of proof, that they're probably going to be sending it to.
Hey, Dawn and Candus, if you got any kind of proof, please send it. Please send them naked pictures. Please send all of that stuff.
No, I'm not showing naked pictures. I'm not showing naked pictures.
They supposedly have, that.
No, there was never. I'm going to say this right now. There was never any naked pictures of.
Somebody told me that there was on here that if I was sending him some kind of nude pictures or something like that.
I don't think that was you. I don't think that was you.
That is disgusting. That is low life. That's like the lowest of the low. No, I don't send boob shots or anything like that. Sorry. Not me.
I just can't. You're making me laugh.
I'm sorry, but I'm a plain talker. I ain't got nothing to hide.
I know.
If you're looking for the truth, look for me, because I'll sure to hell tell it to you.
Oh, God.
Hey, Prayer Garden, have you heard of a lady named Dawn before that's friends with Candus?
Yeah. I think that's the one.
If she's in the chat right now, can you please come up if you are
if she's in there, tell her to come on up. I don't really care.
No. She hasn't said anything bad about you, but I've been trying to get her to come up because
she can come up and explain, about three-way chat. We don't want you to go on and then kicking me out.
Oh,
why don't you want to come up here and explain that shit?
Thank you, Heidi P.
Yeah, Heidi
44.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And Amy, yes, I will slow chat right now if I can remember how I did it yesterday.
She says some people with some people with very little brain sure do a lot of talking. Right. Oh my God, let me just mute myself.
Oh no, that's crazy. Prayer Garden, you can be funny sometimes. I mean, like actually funny, not like you can say some funny things sometimes. And trust me, I don't think anybody would want to have on
that kind of stigma put on them. That they wouldn't want that kind of stigma put on them. Donald
but maybe in the beginning. I was just thinking, well, maybe in the beginning she really.
No, it wasn't in the beginning. It wasn't in the end or anything like that. And also, I took note that something about I'm not going to get in another case. What I was basically talking about is, I get into a lot of the cases like the Brian and Gabby case.
Well,
I was following that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And then like this case right here, and there's other cases that I look over, like the little Mexican boy. I followed that right to the end. I get in these cases, and it's just really stressful. You know what I'm saying? It can take a lot out of a person.
Do you watch my channel?
Watch your own life, and then to get outside of your own life into this other people's, it can be overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? It can be overwhelming. And basically what I was saying is, I think I won't be sticking my nose so much into everybody else's business and start keeping it to myself. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Don K, are you, sorry for interrupting. Don K, are you,
That's her.
Can you come up? Do you want to come up? If you don't, it's fine.
That's her. That's her.
Okay, Don K, let me know if you want to come up.
She said drop the link.
She did? Okay.
Did we say thank you to Angie Lee
we're
for
going,
the $4.99?
Yeah, Angie Lee. So I also had something to say about what Angie said here. Angie said, sounds like either Don was boasting because he thinks everyone is in love with him, or Candus remains paranoid, which is a symptom of substance abuse. Okay, I want to say something about that. That's what I thought at first.
No,
listen. Oh, listen. Can I say something just real quick? Okay. You remember, and Perger and I have you muted, and I'll unmute you after I say this. You remember when you said, oh, wait, no, we're not. I meant only Don. Only Don come up right now. Only Don K come up right now, please. Don K. Let me see if I can, and then we can maybe have people after.
She said drop the link.
I've dropped it. I keep dropping it over and over. I pinned it to the top of the chat too. So just Don K right now, because it will get too crazy in here. And I want to say real quick, Per Garden, you did admit that Candus followed Don to work because she wanted to make sure that he wasn't talking to you on the phone. Is that not correct? Right? I'll unmute you. Sorry.
Because she was afraid that Donald was going to give out more information, and she doesn't want Donald to give out information. That's why she did what she did to Cher. That's why she kept doing what she did with me. She knew Donald's a loudmouth. He talks, he gets to trust somebody, and he may just let it all out. Because bottled up.
Do you know that though, Prayer Garden? If you're not speaking to Candus, sorry, I'm not being rude. If you're not
speaking to Candus, and that's what I was just getting ready to tell you.
Oh, right.
Candus is the exact one that told me the reason that she was jealous of me and Cher is because of what happened with her girlfriend and Donald. And ever since then, she has had some kind of issues with trusting him.
So I'm still waiting for Don K to come up. I was
just talking to Donald. Like everybody, everybody's like.
Well, the only person that I've had come up is somebody named Pam. It didn't say Dawn. Is Dawn really named Pam?
What did her hair look like?
Brown, I think.
Long.
No. Shorter. So it's not really Pam. I just wanted to make sure. Dawn, if you're in here, are you still coming up? The link is pinned to the top of the chat.
She said she's in back.
I don't see her.
Whose channel is she on?
No, she's in this chat right here. Cause I see her. She said in back.
Oh, there she is. Just in case. Dawn, is that you?
Yes, me.
Okay.
Hi, Dawn.
Oops. Shoot, I have Per Garden muted. Okay. So.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey.
Okay, so wow, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. I don't know. Dawn, did you have anything to say yet or comment on, or do you want me to wait till we think of something to ask later because this is.
I'm here. I don't know what's going on. I just got a message from a friend of mine said my name was being called out. For what? I don't know.
Oh, no, we were just asking if you wanted to come up. If we saw you in the chat, then to see if you wanted to come up. That was all.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Chat until somebody messaged me that my name came up in this live, so I don't know what it's
No,
about.
nothing bad. Nothing bad at all. So
You are Dawn, the one that goes sits with Candus, right?
Do what?
Are you the Dawn that goes sits with Candus?
No, I live out of state. I talk to Candus all the time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, so Jenna, do you know about Jenna, Dawn?
No.
Oh, Jenna is friends with Candus.
Yeah, I heard that last night.
Yeah. And you were in the chat. And
Yeah.
that's how it came up. That's how it came up. Jenna told me that Jenna just told me that she knows for a fact that you are really friends with Candus, and she can verify that. And so that's why we were like, "Oh, Dawn, we want this Dawn coming up." You know what I mean? So
well, I've been talking to Candus since June 19th.
June. Okay. So yeah, if you don't want to be up here and you don't want to answer questions,
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, but we also have up
Sissy.
somebody. Yes. So you know who Sissy is then?
Yep.
Okay.
I just can't.
I'm trying. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I need a cup of tea and some crumpets.
Oh no. Okay.
Something stronger than tea.
I want to first before we get to that. Buttercup, thank you. She said, we all think they did something to Summer. Anyone that knows facts, do the right thing and say where she is at. She deserves at least that. Well, thank you so much, Buttercup, for that. So, okay, I'm glad you came up, and I really appreciate it, Dawn. Thank you. Nobody was saying anything bad about you at all because I didn't. I just heard that you were friends with Candus, and that's how.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, just a friend of mine messaged me and said, your name's being mentioned. So I was like, okay, I'll jump over and see what's going on.
Okay. So can you tell us what you've been told that their prayer garden or Sissy's, whatever, aka Sissy's relationship with Dawn is?
Oh, she told me was that he's on the phone with her all the time, and she just was saying that he was talking about or she was talking about Dawn could come live with her, this, that, and the other. I don't know how true this is. It's just what I was told. Okay, so Sissy, don't go jumping at me. But
I
it just
muted while you're talking. So
thank God. But it's there's a few things that really upset me and stuff because she was on the phone with him all the time, and Don was Candus, like, Don's talking to her about everything and this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, I said, what's going on with all these people, him talking to Cher 24/7 and her all the time and this, that, and the other. And then she sent me a screenshot of a text of a message that came in from Isabella Bible. And that was Sissy. Saying
it's a fake name though.
I know. It's fake.
I just want to say that just because I don't want people like trying to go. I mean, they can, but you guys aren't going to find anything because it's a fake.
No, she uses aliases. Well, that's fine. She can use an alt all she wants. But the thing is, I don't use an alt. My name is there, and that's it. If you want to talk to me, message me. If it's something I don't want to answer, I'm not going to answer. My conversations between Candus and I are private to an extent, and this, that, and the other. But the thing is, why these people jump on and call Don and, try to get shit out of people. This is what bothers me with YouTube and the true crime community. I did call Candus. I reached out to her on the 19th because I went and looked at her old Facebook of what people were saying under her pictures and everything else. It was disgusting and it was vile and it didn't need to be said. This family is being drugged through the mud. And it's not helping Trine Summer. It's really not. It's an argument between a bunch of women and a bunch of men and everything else. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They dig into their background, dig into this, dig into that. They're not detectives. They're not, law enforcement. I understand. Wait a minute. I understand that, it's curiosity. Everybody wants to know what's going on and this, that, and the other. I have no clue. All I know is what I heard and what I was told. And from the get-go, her story hasn't changed with me at all.
Mine either.
It's been the same thing. And I have voice recordings and everything. It's been the same since day one. Nothing has changed. Sure, little bits and pieces of other things come out, like the laundry or whatever, but your memory is not a total recall at that split second of what happened. You're in shock. You don't know what's going on. If this was made up and and they were involved, then they're pretty damn good at what they're doing.
Thank you, Pixie.
Candus will not talk. Candus doesn't show. She was taught not to show emotions and stuff like that growing up. She won't talk to people or anything like that because she gets dragged through the mud. She gets dragged through the mud if she doesn't talk.
Okay. So do you have a theory what's your theory, Dawn, about, or do you, if you don't want to answer anything, just let me know.
I really think somebody took somebody, but I'm not, not sure who, but I really do think somebody took her.
So you don't believe that Dawn, not even Dawn, has something to do with it?
I have no clue with that, but he is a major spokesperson. She can't say anything, when she says something, he contradicts her, but there's a lot going on there that I don't know. There's a lot going on there when he was talking with Cher and stuff like that, and in the beginning I was I went on panel at one time with Cher until she called me a liar, and I proved her fucking ass wrong.
Oh, you were.
But, it just
sorry. I just want to say real quick, thank you, Pixie, so much. She just said, if my daughter was missing, you best believe I would be preaching to anyone who would listen to me. I think that Pixie,
right.
She doesn't understand why Candus won't speak.
Look at her husband. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Candus, Candus is, she can, knock the crap out of Dawn or whatever else, but she can't speak. She can't say much. She doesn't leave that house. There's people up there around her, and that's not by choice, basically.
So you seen Dawn hit her?
I've seen, Dawn, the yelling. I haven't seen him hit her, but the yelling and stuff like that and whatnot and everything. But K.N.S is afraid, and I know they're listening to this, and I've told Dawn before, but everybody thinks that Candus has something to do with this because she was the last person there, and we talked to Grandma and we talked to this, but how do you know you're actually talking to these people?
I know. I was talking to Grandma.
Yeah, I know. I watched your live. It was really interesting.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought it was interesting too. I liked it.
Yeah, I did. But Don's been controlling since day one. He didn't know the age of his kids or anything like that because, like she said in the beginning, he was never around. He was always at work or running here doing that. K.N.S doesn't have her own money.
So do you think
she has to go to work with Dawn to make money?
That's right. And where does that money go? He controls it all.
So basically, Dawn, you think that as far as do you think that Candus is just, paranoid about Dawn's relationship with like Prayer Guard or Sissy? Do you think she's just paranoid and there's no reasoning behind it? Besides her talking to him, I mean, obviously, but
I think Candus is afraid to say anything. I think Candus is is an abused woman. Maybe, we don't see it physically, but, mentally and emotionally, yeah, she is.
Can I just ask as well? Sorry, I feel like I've got to jump in because it's so but does she actually go to work to earn money, or does she go to work to keep an eye on Dawn, or both?
No, she just went to work to make money because Dawn throws up money in her face every single. Yeah. All the time I'm on the phone with her, he's like, I go to work, you don't have no money. Yep. And then she's like, well, I'm going to work with Dawn today so I can make some money.
Yep. And it's not all the time either. It's not all the time. I've talked to her when
Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh no, she keeps dropping and
so can I just change the subject slightly just onto
Dawn dropped, just so you know though.
Oh,
okay. Be back. But
you know the young boy, this without mentioning any names.
yeah.
Yes.
Was there any? Well, what was going on there? Because he was, Because a lot of people have asked that question.
Well, she really didn't go into detail with me about that because I asked her about it, and she just said that they were good friends. They all were good friends.
Mm.
And she said that Allie turned on her, which I don't know what to believe in that.
You know, though, that Allie's, I had a screenshot sent to me that Leslie, so that would be H's great grandmother, right?
Yes.
She was saying that actually H was not the one to get a hold of Candus and asked to go swimming or fishing or whatever. That Candus called for him. Why would she want to hang out with a 14-year-old boy? Like, that's so weird to me.
That is weird to me too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, she could be lying to me as well.
Yeah, well, it was like grandma. You'd ask her a question, and you could tell that some of it was truth, but then also you could tell that there was other things that were being held back that she would know the answers to.
Yeah. Now, the other stuff that I did mention, I seen it with my own through the phone. Through the phone of everything like that.
Mm.
Oh, wait. That's right. Leslie's not the great grandmother. Leslie's a friend. Okay, that's right. She's Allie's coworker friend. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Leslie's the okay.
Sherry is Allie's mother, and then the grandmother is the other lady that was on there, the older lady with Allie.
There's Allie, there's Sherry.
Yeah.
And then there's a lady that was also next to Allie. So there's
the older lady next to Allie is Allie's grandmother.
Okay.
And then the other lady Leslie is Allie's friend.
Yeah, so it was a friend.
Yeah. So, Sherry wasn't on there. I have not seen hide nor hair of Sherry. That's why I asked Candus where's Sherry with all this, and she was, I don't know. I guess she got a place and got out of there because I have not seen Sherry at all.
She just won't speak. Yeah, I've tried.
But I think that she's been told not to contact. That Candus.
Well, they're all not going to be. They all shouldn't be in contact anyway.
No, they're not supposed to contact each other. There's a no contact order.
Right.
But why is that? Is that because
it's because of the investigation?
Because of the investigation.
No, but I mean, to do with the investigation, like because of the age of the boy, or because
Hunter, Hunter and Candus and Grandma was the last ones to actually see Summer alive.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they're like holding them separate so they cannot contact each other to get all the information they can.
Yeah. They don't. It's a conflict of interest. They don't want them talking because if there's supposed to be charges brought against Candus with Hunter, I'm saying if and stuff like that, you can't be talked to. Your defendant can't talk to another person. It's just the way it goes.
Oh,
they don't want them talking to each other and stuff like that, so that she's not harassing him and he's not harassing her and trying to get more information or trying to get this, that, and the other. I have no idea. But
I don't know what happened to Prayer Garden. I think that she kept dropping and coming up, dropping and coming up. And
it could be her internet.
Yeah, I think that she was trying to talk and it wouldn't. She wasn't muted. I didn't mute her.
She's an angry woman.
Yeah, Dawn, does she? So, Dawn, you don't know if there was anything inappropriate going on between Prayer Garden and Dawn? For sure.
No, all I know is what stop it, Kat. The only thing I know is what Candus was telling me and stuff, and the last screenshot that she sent me that Sissy had sent Candus.
Because I wonder if maybe it's just that Candus is just, jealous.
Well, what would you think? I mean, he's got Cher.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, he's got Cher calling him 24/7. I mean, every time you turn around, she's calling him. Then you've got Sissy calling him. Then you got this other one calling him. And this one, it's like Don was never home before all of this, like Candace said. He was never there. And then all of a sudden, 2 months into it or whatever, he's talking to Cher 24 hours a day, It's ridiculous. I mean,
that makes me think that Dawn, I'm not going to lie, that makes me think that Dawn is he's trying to make himself look good. I don't know. I feel like he did. He knows something, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not saying much about. She knows how I feel about him, and it has nothing to do with his essay and all that other crap. This was way before I found out about that.
Yeah, it was way before I found out about that as well.
Yeah. So
I can understand why it would be very, very frustrating, upsetting, and annoying that your husband was talking to somebody else. I could understand that as from a woman's point of view.
Like that,
yeah, and it lets you know one thing that when Don was on that with Cher that time, and that Candace was yelling in the background, telling him to get off the phone or whatever. I've been on the phone with her. The first podcast that he did was with voices and everything. I was on the phone with her, and he wanted to use her phone, and she's like, "No, you're not giving my number out and everything." And he's like, "Well, I'll just go in town," and that's when we got a little cussing at both of us did. And I was like, "Okay, I've seen the real him on that one. He's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde."
Well, it's going to make her feel rubbish about herself, isn't it?
Right.
If he's talking to other women.
Right.
I can see what they're doing, and I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because of summer, and they're just trying to get information. I can't imagine that any of them are actually interested in him. But from her point of view, I can see that it would be frustrating. I know if my man was on the phone constantly to other women, I'd be like, right, sort yourself out.
Yeah.
You're gone, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want proof of this, Jenna just dropped. I'm sure she'll be back. I just want proof of this, supposed, going to move it, that Dawn was really going to move in with Pearl Garden.
But
I want to know if that's
okay. All right, hold on.
To say he wanted
hold on
to
for a
move
second.
in.
See if I can find it. Hold on, I'll see if I can find the screenshot. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
For her to say that she was going to move in with with him to move in with her, there has to have been some conversation, because you don't just text somebody and say, "I'm going to move in with you." Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So there has to be some other conversation regarding, "I like you, I want to be with you," otherwise it doesn't make sense.
I need to drop my links pinned up to the chat.
Well, Ziggy, you showed that post where it says when Candace asked me about the time, correct?
Yeah, about what time he got off. Yes.
Yeah, and I told her that I didn't say she said it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want me to show that again?
Yeah, just to show proof.
Yeah, let me find that where it is. I have it.
There's some. I think you need to get some more mods as well, because there's some comments. I can see where they're coming from, but they are quite near the bone.
Okay, I found it.
Well, I didn't want to ever have mods. Actually, I was really going to try to go mod, because I wanted to completely. Yeah, I wanted to completely
just open it
neutral and fair, but I also don't want panel guests bash. So if any of that's going on, you guys can just mute it and unblock, and if they mute it and then if they continue, then just block them and I'll unblock them at the end of the live. Because I was going to be like, I'm not blocking anybody. That's how it was going to be. But, once I started having guests and stuff up, I was, I'm not going to sit there and let them just be bashed. So, yeah, please, mods,
Oh, yeah, AB's bashing me on his channel over there.
You know what? Don't get me. No.
Don't get started. Honestly, don't even.
No, don't.
We all get bashed. I used to get bashed by BK all the time, and I used to ignore it.
I mean, I could see if I was telling a lie, you know, but I'm not.
No, as long as you know your truth. That's what I said when I was putting those messages out. As long as you know your truth, it's people choose to believe it or not.
And the sad thing about it is I have screenshots of me and Candus actually on the phone together.
Yeah, I do too. And I've had them on my story on my Facebook and everything else. And my Facebook's locked down because of people like that and everything. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, it makes me mad that everybody wants to pick people apart and this, that, and the other, and come tell whatever. But I've been defending Candus since day one with people and stuff, talking about her and she's on drugs. No, those pictures of her that you see with that one with Don in the bathroom thing and Cher saying they're slinging dope. No, they're not. She's not. She drinks and that's it. If everybody would understand what she's been through her entire life, maybe they would understand.
Now, I don't know what they did before the boys got taken away, but I know when the boys got taken away, I've seen Candus go through withdrawals from.
Yeah. I've seen that, and she smoked Delta 8, which is in the stores down there, the CBD store, the hippie house you go to, and everything. It's just marijuana is illegal in Tennessee, but
who squalled it? Who squalled it?
Squall, she's the creator. She's
in the
chat.
I forgot to. Yeah, no, she's in the backstage. I forgot to remove my link because and
she knows Candus too. You can let her. She's good. I can vouch for her.
Can we just mention Pixie? She's left 2 $5 super chats. She said, as a mother, you put your children first. No innocent mother would allow anyone to silence them finding their daughter, especially the father. And then she said,
now when you've got an abusive husband.
And then she said, if that's true, which I doubt, Candus should be at the police station filing a restraining order on Dollar and telling the TBI.
Everybody thinks it's that easy.
Yeah, but well, I know, but the thing is, Jenna's offered her home for. I mean, she's gave Candus an out.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I've talked to her too, but
I have with a single mom for 11 years. Someone just asked me why am I saying I'm a single mom. I was a single mom for 11 years, but I've been married for a year.
I've been a single mom my entire life. My daughter will be 31,
and nobody will marry me.
But and I'm not Candus's girlfriend.
No, neither am I. We're friends, very, very close friends. I mean, I used to live in the state, for God's sakes.
So have you met her, Dawn? You've never met her, Dawn?
No. Okay. We talk on video chat and everything else. And Candus has broken down to me numerous times.
So you have told her that she can come live with you? I mean,
no, I've told her I could try to get her help. If she wanted a way out, I could find her a way out.
So she's never said to you that she believes that her husband's involved?
She had asked me a long time ago what I thought about it. And that's when she broke down crying and everything. And I just,
so she was questioning it.
She told me she thought that she was sitting at the table crying when I called. And that's when she told me.
Yeah. It was when he was on the one podcast or something, and he yelled at us going out the door.
Hey, I have to. I mean, just like I told Jenna today, I have to admit, like after Chris McDonough's,
now,
after Chris McDonough's live with Candus, I started to, my feelings were changing, and I was like, I started to feel bad, and I started to wonder, like.
Okay, Ziggy, now you see the way she was when he's not around? See the way she is when Don's not around, and now you see he's there 24/7 pulling the strings?
Yeah.
That's what everybody needs to look at.
I go back and forth, and I'm like, but then I'm like, I believe that if Candus didn't have anything to do with it, I believe she still knows, like that.
Well, she probably does know, but she's probably scared to death to say anything.
Yeah, that's my feeling.
She's probably worked her, locked herself into a timeline because of what, say this, say that, and she's afraid that if, she comes out and says that, this isn't the right, this is really what happened, is saying so or whatever, that, she's going to go to jail or go to prison. Exactly. One place she don't need to be. Candus has had a rough life and everything, between all the abuse that she's gone through and the manipulation and these people saying that, she beat her two first children. That's a load of shit,
Are you sure? Because they got you don't think that Candus was abusive towards her boys?
No, I'm talking about her first two kids, Candus and Andrew.
Oh, okay.
That came out and everything, and I was floored because he was like 2. I don't know how that foster mother got those records or whatever. For one, she wasn't, didn't adopt Andrew. And Andrew and Candus were adopted out when they were babies. They were adopted into one family that adopted them, and then they were yanked out of that home and put back into foster care because of the abuse that Andrew went through.
And Andrew went through abuse. Was it through?
Not through Candus.
Not Candus.
No, I mean the neglect, maybe, yeah, but nobody. You gotta understand how the guy Andrew she was with was like. Okay, Candus has been manipulated by men and everything.
I've asked her. I've tried to help Candus get out of that situation. A comment was, made a comment about seeking help for Candus. I've tried to help Candus get away from that situation.
That makes me think that, I don't know, like if she feels or knows that Vaughn did something, I feel like she would have taken that help.
I told her that me and my husband would pick her up, go to the police department, let them know where she's at. And
and her not taking it, it looks bad to me. It makes me think.
Yeah, it does look bad. But when women are in that situation and whatnot, it's kind of hard to get her in a mind.
Usually, what you're scared of, because I've been in it, not that.
Yeah, but look what the police are doing down there. I mean, they're not. They all know each other. Everybody knows everybody, and this, that, and the other. And how protected is she going to be? And stuff. So. I mean,
isn't she scared that Dawn's going to hurt her, kill her?
I asked her that.
Yeah. What'd she tell you, Jenna?
She told me she was, but then later on when she starts drinking, she's not.
No, yeah, when she starts drinking, she can knock the shit out of his ass. But when,
when I think it was Dawn was talking to BK, and did you watch that live where she looked really intoxicated on something? To me, it looked more than alcohol. Yes. She admitted to being on.
She doesn't take pills. She doesn't like pills or anything. She's not medicated because I've asked her about going and seeing the counselor and stuff for somebody to help her with all the trauma she's been through, because you figure her father died in May, Summer goes missing in June, the boys are taken in July. Before that, she had her sister missing, all the abuse she suffered with growing up and everything, and the from Andrew and the past guy and everything like that. Candus has PTSD. She does.
Very bad. She does.
Very bad. Paranoia and everything. And she doesn't open up because
she has like everything. A dissociation.
Yeah. Yes.
She dissociates emotions from trauma.
Yes.
Right. Because she was taught never to show emotion and never, you don't show emotions in public.
I've got to say, she's got a lot going on, and she's had a lot going on, and I can understand why somebody would take something. Now, what I do for a living, I see a lot of people that are intoxicated on substances and on alcohol, and to me, that was 100% more than alcohol.
Yeah, it looked like I thought heroin immediately.
No, she's no.
Well, see, I have seen Candus gone. Yeah. Just off of the whiskey she drinks.
Yeah. Straight out
where she's like sitting there and like not like just passing out.
The nodder. Everybody thinks the nodder, and everybody thinks they're on meth or on something else.
Well, you're not going to nod on
Is there
meth.
any way that we could pull that video up that everybody talks about that Candus is? We can't do that.
Because I'm not playing Benny's video.
Okay.
Well, he strikes me. He does not like me. He does not like me. The only strike I've ever got was Benny. I can't play that video. I even have it on. I even have it uploaded to my YouTube just for myself, like
right.
And
like
I can't. Yeah. I can't play it because.
Well, I would like to make a request for everybody to go and watch that video again and watch it play through, and then even, let it go through a normal speed. And whenever he walks into the room where Candus is, listen very closely. She's sitting in the chair. She is slouched a little bit. She's got her elbows on the arm of the chair. She's got one arm up in the air where she's holding a cell phone. And she is talking on that cell phone. And you can hear the person she's talking to talking.
Mm-hmm. So
now there is a lag in that video, all through that video. And so many of the videos that Don does, when he goes on everybody's live, there's this thing, it's called Booney Wi-Fi. And, if anybody has heard the neighbor Jody Sue talk, Jody Sue, explained what this Booney Wi-Fi is like. You can upload a picture one day to Facebook, and it will take it 17, 18, 19, 2 days to load.
That's why everybody was questioning why was the picture of her son put on there at the time that Summer went missing. And the reason was because she was trying to load that before, and it finally caught a signal that day and loaded it to the her Facebook. That's what everybody doesn't understand. When you live in a rural area like that, and you've got that funky Wi-Fi going on and everything, it will take forever to send a message or to upload anything.
And the videos, they glitch and they lag. And if you